YouTube, Austin here with Team Victory Star, and I have a deck profile for you. This deck recently just won the St. Louis Regional Championship, which I attended. It was a fun tournament. I scrubbed out 4 or 5. I just gave my 9th round opponent the win. And I was like, fuck it, I'm hungry, and I really want to eat. And I faced like 8 Seismitoads, so.
Yep.
Fucking 8 Seismitoads.
But
it needs to rotate so the stage
which is funny because
Landers can explode.
Which is funny because the finals was Landy Bats versus Seismitoad.
It was
Slurpuff, and he destroyed him.
I know, and I'm really annoyed because I couldn't even win. It was 2 out of 3.
But he had really horrible starts and expanded with level ball and stuff because he was able to Golbat and then fucking Hawlucha.
Level ball, Golbat. Like okay.
The fact that you could Karina for Golbat and
Landorus or a Hawlucha, that's just broken.
Because level balls. But yeah, all right. So this is standard.
With the list. This is the list This isn't the list I played. I changed it afterwards because I realized that I should have ran Xerosic. And I didn't. So I was like, okay, you got a DC, so I can't enhanced hammer. I need Xerosic in here. That was like round 5 of the tournament. Now I was really stupid. Anyway, so without further ado, let me get on to the list. We play 3 landorus-EX, main attacker of the deck, 1 energy. You can do up to like 90 on your first turn.
Which is kind of busted.
Actually 120 with the bench damage, which is extremely busted. It's so busted it was ugly, I mean.
And you could do 150 with or 120 with a Hawlucha. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We'd like to point out that this is just another demonstration of the fact that Austin has a problem.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Oh, look at this profile.
We'll see. You'll watch it during the whole profile. We run 2 Hawlucha. Some people run 3 just for the Seismitoad matchup, but you know what? If they get a Muscle Band Laser Bank off, because that's what they run, then this thing's dying anyway. So there's no point in running 3. You only need 2 just to get your day going by. And you're also running Crobats and Golbats and stuff, so you're going to be doing damage either way, so you can build them up with Landorus if you need to.
Now comes the MVP of the deck.
Actually, this is 1 card. I decided to put in Rachi after the tournament because I had a lot of dead draws where I had Ultra Balls in hand and Versus Seeker, but they had Trump Card or something. I just had a lot of dead draws, and that would have been really like better if I had Rachi in the deck, and I regret not playing it because I love Rachi. Rachi's one of my favorite cards in the game.
I hate it, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's you. You hate everything.
I love it personally
so we're
too.
Playing
hate everything.
4-4-4 bat line.
No, he's gonna play 4-4-3. Joke's on you guys.
No, I'm playing 4-4-4. I just tried 4-4-3 and it was ass.
Don't you know it's a 1-1-4?
No.
Yeah, I know. What are you guys on?
So you run these. The specific one for Plasma Storm, not the one for Phantom Forces. The one for Phantom Forces is really terrible. This one gives you free retreat. It might have 20 less or 10 less HP, but that's okay because the free retreat gives it the better call.
Unless, of course, you start Lone Zubat against Manectric, then you're just fucked.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why you put up.
They deserve the win anyway because they're able to donk you in this format.
That's why you just put up Landers. You know, like good luck.
Good luck, have fun. Yeah.
All right, then we play 4 Golbat. That's just to evolve the Zubat, just to make sure that you draw them. Why we run 4. Ability: when you evolve, you can put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. Just build it up with the damage modifiers that come with fighting Pokemon from Furious Fists, and that can build up to some really big damage. 1 energy swoop across does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not the best attack, but it can be useful in some situations. I actually just used it in a match I just played, where it was a Hawlucha on the bench, and I did it twice, and then I got another Golbat, did 20, then I hammerheaded for 30. And it just worked out doing swoop across returns. And then we play 4 Crobat. Ability, just the bigger version of Golbat. Put 3 damage counters on your Pokemon any way you like. 1 energy does 30 damage to any Pokemon. Skill Dive puts in work. Crobat is such a good attacker in here that it's unbelievable. You will not believe how many times you're going to attack with Crobat. Like sometimes you don't want to, but if they have like a Sigilif active or something, you put a Muscle Band on there, energy, you just Skill Dive for 100 and then knock it out. That's really good. I mean, Hawlucha can't do that, so it's always good to have another backup attacker.
Now, question: why do you not play Lucario?
Don't play Lucario because Mewtwo is still really prevalent. I mean, I know Toad is, but Toad can do a maximum of 100. He can't one-shot Lucario, or Landorus rather. So I'd rather run the Landorus instead of Lucario. Lucario does have the good benefit with draw power, but I found that I don't really need the draw power when I'm wanting to attack. I'd rather just do like 120 for 1 energy instead of doing like 100 for 2 energy and then drawing only on deactive. Okay. So next we're gonna go on to Sporters. We play 4 Juniper, standard any deck, no more explanation. Play
4 Sycamore,
4 N, Also, I would not play Sycamore. He doesn't have full art.
Yeah, exactly.
4N, standard, best card in the format. In my opinion, best supporter in the format, at least.
Yeah.
We play 3 Karina. Searching out a fighting Pokemon and any item card in your deck is extremely broken.
Shout out to Ben, he's the real MVP.
Yeah, these were Ben's, so he got them for me. That's awesome. So you can search out like a Landorus and a Muscle Bands, basically whatever you need. You can search out Ultra Balls, Versus Seeker. If you just start with lone Karina in your hand, you can Karina for a fighting Pokemon and a Versus Seeker, so you can have the Karina for next turn, then you can get the item card you want next turn. You can just play a little conservatively.
Or you can computer search, so we can get a supporter for next turn.
But if you prize it, then you're kind of bummed.
Spoiler alert, that's the A-Spec.
Alright, these are my one-of supporters. I play 1 AZ, picking up a Crobat line, picking up whatever I need, picking up like a Landorus with a head ringer on it. Really annoying.
It's also really good when you have a Zubat, a Golbat, and a Crobat. You AZ the Crobat, you evolve, and then you just do that.
I've done that multiple times. I have a Zubat, Golbat, Crobat, just pick up the Crobat, lay him back down.
Yep.
Play 1 Life Center. I was up at 2, but then I went down to thinking, I was like, I need space in this deck. And I remember that Crobat and Zubat, or Crobat and Golbat spread so much damage you don't really need Lysander. We can just pick them off the bench anyway. Mr. Mime isn't really a problem because I can just hit them with the Crobats and kill that. This is the card I decided to add after the tournament, like a scrub. 1 Xerosic, this is just for the Toad matchup or whatever else you really need. Just remove a DCE, remove a Muscle Band, whatever you need to get done. We play 1 Trump card. This is good for getting back any strong energy that I played, any that got discarded because there's no other way to get them back.
Or just energy in general.
And Night March is still a big thing in my area, so getting those Night Marches back out of the discard pile is really good. It's really fun. It's huge, actually. Yeah, and
especially when you late game end, yeah.
Flareon's still a thing too.
Which I think is hyped.
All right, now on to the item cards.
Yeah.
We have 4 Ultra Ball.
This is when we need your help.
I need 3 more gold ones, but that's all right. I'm not really too...
He is going to go broke building this deck.
Yes, I am. But I'm not too thirsty
he
for it.
really took a liking whenever he saw this deck.
Are you kidding? He went hard for that one today.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people wanting to run 3 Ultra Ball, which I usually play. I usually play 3 Ultra Ball just because I don't really need anything. But with this kind of deck and not being expanded, you need the bats. You need to search out your bats. People are like, well, I only play 3 Ultra Ball because I have Karina to search out the fighting Pokemon. Well, okay, granted, but you need to have the search out for the bats.
Since there's no level ball in this format, Ultra Ball is the closest thing we got.
If they reprint that, these Ultra Ball counts will go way down. Probably like 1 Ultra Ball and 3 level ball. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might run a 2-2, maybe 2-3.
Yeah, probably 2-3. All right, now we have 3 Muscle Bands.
Yeah.
Good for just accelerating damage onto the field with Landorus, Hawlucha, whatever you need to get done. I was up at 4, but then I realized I needed space, and Muscle Band wasn't a really big issue just because you're loading so much damage up anyway. You're not really needing the Muscle Band right
Because you don't
there.
need to turn 190. You can get like a turn
I need to turn 1, but I don't need it like turn 20, turn 15. I don't need it late game. Because I'm supposed to have built up damage pretty fast already.
So the enough that you are likely to get it early, but you're probably not going to draw into them every freaking turn.
Yeah, exactly. And I also run Trump cards so I can get it back.
Yep.
Then we run 2 Switch. I was going to bump that up to 3, but it's not about the Secret because I can get those easy. It's just because Hawlucha and Crobat have free retreat, so I didn't really need it. The 2 Switch are only if I have Landorus active.
Hawlucha and all the bats have free retreat. Yeah. So, yeah.
Unless it's Garbodor, and then the Zubats don't, and that's really stupid.
Yeah.
But just an easy way to get out the Landorus from active.
Crying!
Silent Lab is more likely than Garbodor.
This is a card that everyone argues with me I should probably take out, but I run 2 Enhanced Hammer. They're like, the deck sets up so fast, it's like Night March. If you go big or go home, something like that. But I'm like, no, I'd rather keep the stamina up the late game or the early game. Knocking down Donphan, knocking down any other Pokemon that is using special energy.
We often disagree on this, but I'm actually with them on this one.
Yeah, Enhanced Hammer is just a really, really good card. A lot of people say it's like one of the most broken cards, but it's extremely useful in all matchups that I can think of, next to probably just straight fairies.
Sorry, Hovercats.
Kyogre.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyogre. It doesn't help against Kyogre either, but still.
Well, some people run DC with Kyogre. Some people, yeah. Because they run Suicune, which is stupid.
That is stupid.
Right. I would run 2 versus Seeker. I would like to run 3, but, you know, again, space is a thing.
You can drop it a Enhanced Hammer.
I just decided to go with 2 versus Seeker because I still have Trump card to rely on. Yep. So that's always a thing. These are my 1-ofs, I only run 4 of, including my A-Spec. 1 Max Potion.
That's so good in the
Just
deck.
a really good card. I've dropped it so many times and people have been really annoyed. And I love this specific Max Potion because the little ripple of shine is actually right in the middle of the card. You see that? That's awesome.
And it's secret rare, and he has a problem.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Then I want to run Prof Letter so I can create a for it, get out some basic fightings just in case I can't get the strong energy, and so I can search out basic fightings for my Crobat.
Prof Letter is basically a must-have in almost every deck.
Yes. One Megaphone just for the Garbodor matchup or Salty Donut matchup.
Yep.
One computer search, searching out my strong energy, searching out whatever I need, because I also have a Trump card in here, so I don't really need a dowsing machine.
Because Trump card is Bay in that deck.
I don't want a Trump card and the dowsing machine for something that I can't get because I just Trump carded it back. I'd rather computer search for it.
Yeah.
Usually I love dowsing machine a lot better, but computer search is my play for this deck. Now for the stadiums, I run 2 Fighting Stadium. I actually just changed this. I was running 3, but I realized I only need 2 because Stadium Wars aren't that big of a thing.
Yeah.
And plus, there's still a lot of fighting, so I mean...
Yeah. And if they're running 3 stadiums, there's not a big chance, but there's a chance that they could prize one of them, so I'm up a support. I'm up a stadium anyway. And then for the energy, we run 4 strong energy.
Because if he prize one, it's
amount.
2-2.
If I could run 5 strong energy, I totally would. 5 strong energy is Bay.
Yeah, if he...
If I could play 5 strong energy, that'd be great.
Until you run into donuts.
And then I run 4 basic fighting.
Yep.
I looked at Puka's list when I first built this, and he was running 7. And I thought that was a gratuitous amount.
That's
you do not need that
insane.
many. You do not need that many. Seriously, like I cut out 3, and I put in enhanced hammers. I put in a
You're
whole
like,
bunch of
well,
other stuff.
there's my space.
Yeah. He was running 4 strong energy, 7 basic fighting, but I don't understand what he's doing. He's just making like the most consistent deck possible with no like techs or anything. But I'm actually playing for the tournaments, so I have to tech against everything.
All right, and that's the deck profile,
That's the deck.
guys.
Thank you all for watching. If you haven't done it already, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. Bye.